Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be another video on the lost art of instruction manuals. So I wanted to do this one for a while because one in particular that I wanted to show off, which I thought was really cool, and a couple of people didn't know about it, so it's going to be quite nice to show what it's all about. But the first one I'll show here is a game I've not played yet, and it's Yooka-Laylee. This is the PC Kickstarter backer edition. I got this really cheap a while ago, but I've still not played it. I think it was because my PC is not online enabled, so I think you had to go online to register or something like that, so I couldn't play it. But I might look somewhere and see if it's cheap on like one of the stores or something and grab it off there and play it. But it does look really good, and I think it's made by some of the guys that did the Banjo-Kazooie games. I'm not too sure, but I think it is going to be a really cool platformer. And you've got like the official soundtrack in there as well. So just stick this over here now. And this is the manual here for it. It's really nice. It's kind of like a SNES manual almost. Well, at least that's the way it's kind of laid out a wee bit. And this manual is really nice because it's really colourful. It's got all the kind of characters in there. But again, I've never played it, so I don't know who the characters are. But this is a game I do want to play through. I played Banjo not long ago, and it was really good. But really colourful, and loads of detail in there, and it tells you how to unlock stuff and purchasing your powers and everything like that. But the really cool thing, and there's all the characters as well. Sorry. I'm looking forward to giving this a bash at some point. But the cool thing about this manual in particular, I don't know if it was just because it was a Kickstarter edition, is when you flip it over, you've also got a art book of Yooka-Laylee, and the art just looks absolutely stunning. Like, there's a lot of love and attention put into the game, and I know there was a sequel as well. Was it something Lair? Dangerous Lair or something? I can't remember. But I know there was a sequel made for this game as well. But I think that was more of a 2D, 2.5D kind of game, whereas this is a 3D adventure game. But yeah, this is a cool little manual, the cool artwork in it as well, with a bonus art book. It does look really good. I need to sort it out and get this game played in some way. So that was the first one. Just leave that there. The next one is more of a kind of, how can you say, like PlayStation 1 games. So Street Fighter Alpha 3. So, and it's the Value series, but inside isn't a Value series book, if that makes sense. It's the kind of normal book for it. But back in the day, the PlayStation 1 is very nostalgic for me, like going up to our local town of Ayr and then coming back on the train and just reading your manuals. It was different class back then. It was so cool. But yeah, that's a big chunky boy, this one. But the reason why I'm picking this one here is because not so much of all the other stuff in it, but more the character pages, which were really cool, because you're driving home or you're in the train or whatever on the way home. You could just flick through it and see all the different moves for all your characters. You could see all the characters that were included. So this one had a huge roster of characters. I think it had people from, was it Final Fight? Was that Cody and Guy? So there's Cody there. Was it? I think it was Final Fight. See Cody there, and then you got Guy on this page here as well. So really cool. And I just think that more of particularly these games, like fighter games, 2D fighters, 3D fighters, whatever, I think they should just do this. They should do this more often. Actually, there's one I was looking at earlier, which is a big disappointment. Let me get it just quickly. Which was Guilty Gear on the PlayStation 1. Now, I don't know if this manual is poor only because it's a play it, so a kind of like budget range kind of game. But the difference between that Street Fighter manual and then this one, For starters, it's not even nearly as chunky, it's like 4 pages. And it doesn't even have a character screen, that's it. Like this is the manual. It could have been so much better. I mean, the artwork's gorgeous, the artwork's beautiful, but they've just done nothing with it. Literally 4 pages of nothing. Whereas the Street Fighter one has got all your characters and it's just really, really cool. You know, I think all the kind of fighter games should have at least this in their cases. Even modern games, I don't know if they do have these kind of sheets, but that would be really cool if they just included that. Even if it was just like a couple of the moves and then there was more moves like you unlocked and things like that. So that was the second one. Let's see if that will sit there nice. And then this is the one that I wanted to show off for a while because it's such a cool instruction manual that not a lot of people have seen, or they might have seen the game but then just kind of like not bothered looking at the manual. But you have to look at the manual if you've got this game. And Heaps of Games just did a video on this character in particular, and it's a Wario Land Shake Dimension. This manual is superb. Let me get it out and go straight into it. So this is also a shout out or a call out to the Retro Chef. He famously says you don't play your manuals, so I would like to challenge him with this one. So for starters, it's gorgeous. It's such nice artwork. I played this game this year on the 52 game challenge and it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It had like a kind of Saturday morning cartoon feel to the intro and the whole kind of setup of it. It's just so nice. Such a nice game. So here, this is where it starts to get really cool. So here you've got kind of like the landscape or the 2D level. And then next page you'll have like another level. But like there's nothing there. But that's where the beauty of this instruction manual comes in. And Retro Chef famously says, you don't play your manuals. Well, to counter that, this is a little sticker activity book. So you've got all your little stickers there. And then you've got all your little characters there. And you use them to create your own little stages. I've not used them, I'm not going to use them, but I just think that is really cool. And not everyone knows about it, so I thought it was quite cool just to kind of highlight. So you can stick your wee Wario sticker there, and you can stick a wee bad guy there, stick a coins up in the air or whatever. And aye, that's really cool. So Chef, I challenge you, this technically is playing your manuals, I think anyway. See all the different levels, and you just stick in your little stickers and create your own little levels, your own little kind of yeah, levels. Cool. So that is another 3 quality instruction manuals that we just don't get anymore, which is a crying shame. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and take care. Cheers.